You see, when you take a critical look and you look Nigeria holistically, taking sentiment away, try not to be biased, just look at Nigeria as a community. Look at the problems happening inside the country. It's numerous, right? Problems here, problem everywhere. And people keep trying to profile different solutions. But before you start to create solutions, start to look for solutions, you can only but know the problem. A problem you don't know about, don't even go. How are you going to go about the solution? So I, Odalu, have been able to study Nigeria from my own angle and to the level of my knowledge and thinking ability, and I could realize that disunity is the major problem of Nigeria. A people that cannot like each other being forced to coexist. Nigeria has a lot of tribes, numberless, countless. And these tribes, there are so many that I dare to say hate each other so much. This is no longer a secret. You and I know. So forcing people like this to coexist as one can only but produce what we currently have. I doubt if there's any other country that have internal crisis. There are countries that are at war, but being at war with another country is not the same as being at war internally. I doubt if there's any other country today that is not engaged in a war with another country and yet has the highest number of internally displaced persons. If anyone have any country like that, challenge me with it at the comment section. You know of a country that is not engaged in a war with any other country, but has so much number of internal displaced persons like Nigeria. Let me know. I challenge you can't find any. Not a country like what happens in between Iran and Israel recently. Yes, some people will be displaced, but that's the war between two countries like Russia, Ukraine. But in that of Nigeria, we are not at war with any other nation. It's an internal issue, and it's very, very serious. Kidnappings here and there, the Fulani terrorists doing their own, Boko Haram. This as a result of forcing people of different ideology, different mentality, most of these people who doesn't even like each other, to coexist as one. And you think there will be peace? There will never be peace. I've been an advocate of one Nigeria, but that have not also blinded my sense of reasoning. How can one Nigeria be possible when the Yoruba man consistently seeing the Igbo man as an enemy? How do you tell the Fulani man, the ones that have settled in Nigeria now claiming ownership, how do you tell them that they can be friends and brothers with the Igbo man? Is it possible? Even in my state, Edo, sometimes there is this battle between the Benis, the Esans, sometimes by some unscrupulous elements from the two tribes. So in the light of this, how do you really reconcile these things? I don't always talk about the problem, but sometimes I'll tell you, okay, this is what the solution can be. Nigeria looks like a country that is already divided between the north and the south. That is obvious. And in the north, there are so many things you can do and go scot-free. When you try it in the south, you are in the prison. One country. The penal code operates somewhere, criminal code operates at the other side. One country. When it comes to exam, the cutoff mark somewhere is different from the cutoff mark required at the other side. One country. There is that same country, that a certain region, certain other part of the country are not allowed to have international airport or seaport. One country. No now. And you are telling me you can make this work? How are you going to make it work? You are cheating me and you want me to call you my brother. You are never my brother. You are an enemy. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Okay, if this is the case, which means unity is a problem. So if we cannot go our separate way, how do you unite these people? It is possible, because I have told someone before, I say separating Nigeria is a major solution to this internal crisis. But there is one solution before. If that one fails, then you resort to separation. That is uniting the country. You can unite the country by, as in constitutionally. You cannot have a constitution that functions in one side. Now, how can Nigeria be operating criminal code and penal code at the same time? The penal code is only applicable to the Sharia state. It does not work that way. If everybody cannot be bound by the same constitution, then no, we have no business being together. Let there be one constitution, one. What gives someone 10 years jail terms in the south should give same person 10 years jail terms in the north. It is that simple. Which one be this place? There are things that will happen in the south. The next you will be hearing, will they try this in the north? It doesn't. That already symbolizes a country divided. But yet our politicians are pretending like we are together. I want to believe that if we have a serious government, a serious and reasonable people in charge, first of all, implement the constitution holistically, not one-sided. If that works, then some people will unite based on they have no choice. So that's an option. But where they fail to unite under the same constitution, which means we can obviously don't have the same country, then dividing the country becomes the only option. It's that simple. So if you cannot give us one constitution that covers everybody the same, that treats every part of the country equally, in the absence of that, divide Nigeria and save us all these troubles. Please. I hope you guys appreciate this video. Let it get to them. What are they benefiting from this problem? Those that were supposed to solve the problem of Nigeria are not being affected because they have their families already in another country. That's another critical area of Nigeria that the masses must look into and do something about it. Videos on that will be coming soon. See you guys in my next video.